Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Coach Josh. We had a lot of great questions tonight. These questions are overflow questions, so I'm excited about answering them. I want to make sure that we get these answers to you guys. So with that being said, we'll get right into it. Question 1. How do you curb your desires for wealth and riches if you have only known poverty and lack? Again, how do you curb your desires for wealth and riches if you have only known poverty and lack? The way to answer that question is simple. I think just because you was born in lack and poverty doesn't mean you have to idolize riches, because riches are not always guaranteed. And if your main focus is riches over Jesus, you will always find yourself disappointed because your selfish desires will always want more than what you initially wanted before. You may want riches at that degree. You may think $1 million is rich. Then all of a sudden, once you make that level of $1 million, you're going to want 10 million. Once you get 10, you want 50 to 100, 100 to $1 billion. So be very careful you don't allow what you've been through to get you so consumed with what you want. Because just because you was born in lack and born in poverty, and yes, God, I'm not sitting there saying God wants you rich or poor. God just wants you to be a good steward. So instead of focusing your efforts on riches, focus on steward the money you have and sow that money the way God wants you to sow it, and be a proper steward of your finances. And if it's part of your God's will for you, if it's a part of your path or your journey to reach $1 million, don't focus where you could go, because you put limits on where you think you'll go, because God may take you beyond, but God is not going to take you beyond your contentment in Him. Just because all you know is poverty and lack, you can be content in God now. And that contentment will gauge or keep your heart from being overly zealous, overly eager to obtain riches. So to curb the desire of the natural, don't focus on millions. Don't focus on riches or success. Focus on being a good steward of what you have financially now, being a good steward of your life now, and proceed with caution, that you don't allow your heart to be panting after money, because money is the root of all evil. And money will get you access to things that you have access now, but more money equals more problems. And when you have more money and your problems are not fixed, those problems that are currently in your life will only amplify. So I hope this answered your question. To add to that question, it's not money that's the root of all evil. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil. So if you love money, that's where the root of all evil lies, because money gets you access to your heart's idols. So I just want to make sure I add that and clarify that question.